หายไปไหนมาหรือไม่หายไปไหนมานั่นแหละเมื่อโดนงานทับตายไปแล้วดื้อครับที่รักที่รักก็เข้าห้องการดึกแต่ว่างานพี่มันไม่เหมือนเมื่อก่อนแล้วไงมันต้องทำตลอดไม่มีเวลาหืมอ๋อเมื่อก่อนหนูยังไม่มานี่นะลืมเมื่อก่อนในงานพี่แบบว่างมากเลยช่วงดึกเนี่ยแต่ว่าวันนี้เปลี่ยนงานไซต์ใหม่ไงก็เลยโอ้โหคือจะว่างแค่นิดๆก็วันนี้หยุดไงก็เลยว่างทำไมคนหายไปไหนหมดแล้วมินหยุดวันไหนเนี่ยแล้วพี่ไลอ๋อนี่พี่ไลใช่ไหมอ๋อไม่ใช่น้องสาวหรือพี่สาวมันรีบมันรีบไงไม่ร้อนเตามันรีบแล้วพี่อะไรพี่คนนั้นไปไหนวะพี่กระตากไปไหนแล้วสงสัยสงสัยหลับคาโทรศัพท์อะไรผู้ชายสาวมีแฟนหรือยังเลยโถโถอะไรคันนี้อ่ะอ๋อไม่ชนนี่หนุ่มขอสมกขึ้นมาหน่อย4 คนแล้วใครคนนี่ไงใครอะเฟียมาเฟียเหรอขึ้นมาเร็วขึ้นมาเดี๋ยวไม่ใช่ขึ้นมาเดี๋ยวให้ใจเลยนะใจเป็นล้านดวงให้เลยให้ล้านดวงเลย
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Well, amongst the best football tales are those of the underdog, and in Kiatisuk we have the perfect story. A small-town boy that became a national icon.
And now the gold standard all-type players are compared against. He has all the key strengths you need in a number 10, the vision, the intelligence and devilment at a level far above any of his contemporaries in the region.
He has all of that. He's a symbol of enduring excellence, a genuine legend. That is good progress on the left. Schneider, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That'll be a corner. Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! But he's left disappointed. Zaire Emery cuts it out. Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quick look, thought about cutting inside. It's Makalele. And this is Hazard. Now it's Bale. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And another try! Oh, nearly. Drogba. Schneider. Nicely shaped ball. DiMarco making good progress. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Oh, really? He'll try from distance! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Carlos certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now, can they get him away? Bale, there he goes, motoring forward. And it's Makalele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's DiMarco.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pepe cannot be beaten that easily. And that's gone loose. Van Nistelrooy. Vicious ball here. Oh, red, nice interception. Zaire Emery. And it's Ødegaard. Picked out brilliantly. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And a real chance to break the deadlock. He's gone for it! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Hazard. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's played through for him. Let's put play to the danger. Schneider. That's destined for the flank. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bale. And he's had it nicked away. Over to the right flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Roberto Carlos. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that is... Tries one from range! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And here's Hazard. Bale is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. 40 minutes gone. Here's a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Ake. Bastoni. And it's Zaire Emery. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Kiatisuk stood up well to him there.
Kiatisuk really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshaled.
The final seconds now. Makaleli, nice looking ball. And he was alert to it. And the shot!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off in the defence, and he was just too good a player to miss.
And that is all they have time for. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Chelsea come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Didier Drogba.
Away we go again.
Coming on the field is
Chelsea
number
currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Substitution.
Chelsea do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Ødegaard. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's neat. And he's in on goal. And Batistuta! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That's going to go a long way. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Batistuta. He's going for goal! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Schneider. And here's Bale. Hazard, who is rarely short on confidence. And he shoots! Oh, that's a waste. Being still separated by the game's only goal. It's a searching pass. Rafael Leao.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Van Nistelrooy. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played.
เขาเรียกว่าหญิงเท้า
Ake kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No joy this time.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help.
Snyder! Against the crossbar!
ไม่งั้นเดี๋ยวที่จะทำได้ไม่หลั
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Chelsea really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now there's a fine ball. And he can thump it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Zaire Emery. Nice sequence of passes, this. Makaleli is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Akanji. And here's Batistuta. Tries a shot! Well taken goal. Do not write them off. Back they come. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Manchester United really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And it's Snyder. It's Snyder! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Oh, he's Neymar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lam. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it. It's Snyder! And that's a real chance missed. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Snyder. And it's Makaleli. Snyder. And he's there to belt it away. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And this is Batistuta! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Oh, important interception. Nistelrooy. Pepe. Great ball, and it's roll! And he hits the net! They have stolen level at last!
The goal.
Beautifully dispatched. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
เฮ้ย
So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
A quick
The
reminder
end of the
today
game.
that smoking is only
Reflections.
allowed in
Well,
areas
that
shown
really
in this
did
map.
fly by.
Thank you for
It's
your
one of these
cooperation.
games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it,
เมื่อเขาไม่ได้สร้างไม่ได้มีก็ไปเลยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเป็นอะไรมีก็ ก็พยายามชวนเขาคุยแต่เขาก็ขึ้นมาบอก
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Lahm, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
ต้องขอสมกเคยนั่งก็ล่ะ
This is a promising build-up. And that was asking for too much. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer gets on his bike and on the move. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Roberto Carlos. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Knocks it into space.
รู้ไหมเมื่อวานที่แดดก็ทักมา
Crosses it in here.
เล่นในห้องหรือเปล่า
Oh, that's a fine interception. Pedro Neto. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bale. Searching pass he's played there. Hazard wants to run onto this. Bale.
อย่างนั้นเลยเหรอ
Oh, nice touch. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Carlos. is one whose deliveries we all know about. And here's Drogba.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. Chips it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a great ball here. Desai, he's looking wide. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
อย่าไปไหนจะได้รู้ว่าไปไหนได้ใช่ไหมไปกันต่อหรือพอสั่น
Albert Ferrer. Drogba. Lam is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way through. Mbappe! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's Hazard. Bale. Desai. To Bale. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Lobbed in behind. He's having a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Pedro Neto. And this is Drogba. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, that was vital. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Albert Ferrer. Now this could be... Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? And again! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to...
It's Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered...
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Chelsea are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Didier Drogba.
Second period then underway.
Coming on to replace him is number 24. substitution.
Chelsea do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change.
Goes for a shot! In he goes again! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Oh, shooting chance! Can he get on the end of this? It's a little off target. Desai. Makaleli. Somewhat off target. And it's Lam. Makaleli is always takes a shot. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Snyder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Over to the right flank. Takes a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And they're quick to get it back. They are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Here comes the corner. Inter Milan have their second corner now. Roll with the short one. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Azar being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Aubameyang. He's got away. Plenty to aim at here. And the shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Roll going forward. Aubameyang. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Was a brilliant save.
Aubameyang clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Pepe gets it clear. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Azar. Raul. Adams did well to stay calm there. Chelsea still have the cards to affect this game. He's on it. Can he get away? Makaleli. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, no joy this time. Pepe. Hazard. Driving on and making good progress. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Makalele. Raul, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And this is Owen. He has found the way through. Owen was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And here's Raul. Makalele. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the
Substitution on
box.
field. Number 17.
He's having a good look here.
Hazard.
Looking here to
Coming
alter
on
the
field
direction of the
is
game.
Number 10. Neymar.
Roberto Carlos! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's their second corner of the game. Aubameyang wins the duel this time. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Owen. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, just skips past his man. And the finish! Just cruising. They are cruising. It's all becoming so easy. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the
There
kind
will
of
be 5
interplay
minutes
they've
added
been working
time.
on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And yes, it's him again. So now the difference is 3. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Showing great feet there. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. 5 minutes to add. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Owen. Owen. He's picked it. Owen! And with that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Hello, attendees.
Your reflections then,
This is
Jim.
a Lost
Well, Peter,
Children's
I
announcement.
really...
อันนี้ไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวจะปิดตา เปิดเลยอากาศ
what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the
ปิ
setting.
กาจูเว้ยปิกาจูมาสีเหลืองนะ
And that gets things running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
He's in plenty of space here. Makalele gets into a good position. And it's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Dembele. Doué. And here's Dembele. And he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here.
เอาล่ะ
But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to clear it. Tries one from range.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, but Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you? Big chance! That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's having a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, the clearance is short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's DiMarco. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Pedro Neto. Nicely weighted ball. And just the keeper in his way. Great chance! He's delivered all right! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Chelsea are in front now. The game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Haaland. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Lahm did well to stay calm there.
Oh, that's excellent. Such a clean tackle.
Howson is always looking to break lines. DiMarco puts them all in.
Better control, and he would have had a selection of options.
He is through here. The most accurate pass. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away, knocks it into space. DiMarco receives it. There's the header! But he's left disappointed.
Chanatip certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a delicate pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Drogba. Guardiola does well to get it back.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Makaleli. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Chelsea really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient, just wait for that chance to break again.
Chelsea are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. The second half is up and running.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Ball is over the line. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Dembele. Now it's Doué. And he's lost his... Goes for a shot! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
And the shots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Azar.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And here's Haaland. Oh, he's got... Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bale getting this one clear. And this is Messi. Oh, nice touch. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Paris Saint-Germain get their 4th corner. And it's hoisted clear. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. And he's picked out the run. Schneider shapes the shoot! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Chelsea have their lead. Let's do it. Can he finish? In he goes again. And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Quite a game this, all square again. Well, it's roll! And no mistake. And again they hit the front. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he's intervened well there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dembele.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. It's Makalele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's not an especially good pass, that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Opts for safety. Works it forward. Makalele. Bale. I think we're just about done here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Haaland, and here's Dembele. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Temps additionnel.
And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Takes the shot! Always going over the top. Deep into stoppage time. It's going wide left. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Chelsea pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning.
Can he finish? Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Diaz! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's going wide left. That looks a cracking ball. Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, one score, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Eintracht Frankfurt finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Diaz. Schneider gets a foot in here. And here's Haaland. Diaz. Pedro Neto. Not the most accurate pass. Zaire Emery. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Schneider. Played into space. Always onto this. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Wirtz. And here's Haaland. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's going to be disappointed with that. Drogba. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Out towards the flank. He's found a way past. And here's Azar. Schneider. He's going for goal! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Pedri. Makalele gets the foot in and wins the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the counter is on. Pedri. Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Drogba. Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. Zaire Emery. Under an awful lot of pressure. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Azar. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. Rudiger. And Alexander-Arnold. Pedri. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Gabriel shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. The ball goes in. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And it's Schneider. Drogba. Drogba! Oh, that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
O'Reilly. Swung over. He's quick to return it. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away. Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rudiger. And Zaire Emery. Alexander-Arnold. And Kvaratskhelia. And it's Zaire Emery. Pedri. And that's a chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Roberto Carlos. Makalele is always getting the pitch for targets.
Added time.
He's having a pop! And he has kept it out somehow.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Zaire Emery tries to clear. Struck first time. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Chelsea were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
That today's match day
It
programs
has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Spread to the right. Kvaratskhelia. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's having a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Pedri. He's having a shot! And again, he is at his elastic best. So, third corner of the game. Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And here's Haaland. Alexander-Arnold. Gives it back. Alexander-Arnold, and here's Kvaratskhelia. Pass somewhat off target. Schneider.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gabriel. Wirtz. He's looking wide. And it's Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a sweeping cross. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Diaz has it out wide and in space. Kvaratskhelia. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. Azar. Nicely. Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro. Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 10, Neymar.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. It's Makalele. Tries one from range! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Makalele certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Chelsea have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Driving forward. Now it's Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pedri. Szoboszlai. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. That has not gone well. Nicely spread.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Tries a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pedro Neto is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Makalele. Roberto Carlos takes the shot! Oh, it's come loose! Oh, what has happened here? Still anyone? He's had a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. O'Reilly. Diaz ups him off it and wins back the ball, and he's managed to get free. Szoboszlai finding himself in space. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Eintracht Frankfurt get their fourth corner.
Coming on to replace him is Number 21.
Oh,
Stojkovic.
greatly! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Gabriel could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
They're up to 5 corners now.
4 added minutes has been
Too much on
indicated.
it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Pedro Neto. He has found the way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross flung in towards the middle. Alisson claims it without any fuss. And that's a throw-in. Sends it crossfield. Dembele. He's through here. Alexander-Arnold. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest.
Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Cannavaro picks it up from the goal kick. Rijkaard. Irwin. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Azar. For Pedro Neto. Looking to play him in. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Van Basten. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Irwin is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. This is a promising build-up. And he was alert to it. Van der Sar is there to clear. Lahm. First quarter of an hour gone. Chelsea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Sneijder. Drogba. There's the header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And that's gone loose.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's been caught. Olise! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Roberto Carlos. Here it's terrific effort. It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Chelsea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Sneijder. Now there's a fine ball. He's got away. Real chance here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Half an hour played now. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Diouf. Olise finding himself in space. Lofted it. Oh, greatly! And he's heaved it away. Rijkaard. Manchester United are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And a header! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rijkaard! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Can he get it through? Duke touches it back. Another pass, just keep. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Diouf really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Knocks it into space. Lahm picks it up out wide. Looking for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pepe has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Pedro Neto. And it's Makalele.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's a good ball. He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Driving forward. He's found a way through. Pass is just off target. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Chelsea come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Number 11.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So the action is resumed.
Substitution
Chelsea
taking place.
really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that was nowhere near his best. And Cruyff! Goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Makalele. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now it's Pedro Neto. Chelsea do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely spread. Lahm. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Chelsea really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lahm. 60 minutes played. Now it's Raul. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And here's Haaland. Oh, good spread. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's on it. Oh, he's having a go! And that is out of play. Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Haaland. Lahm. Pedro Neto. And it's Snyder. And it's Bale. Here's Roberto Carlos. Look at the space. It's Snyder! No, just not quite. Hazard powering forward here. Has to go back here. Goes for a shot! Oh, cracking effort.
Makalele certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
it's Raul. That is lovely. Steaming on goalward. Chance! And that's a tiny finish. Stylish in the extreme. A delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Snyder. Now it's Raul.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Pedro Neto. And here's Snyder. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Jupe. For Olise. And it's Pedri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Jupe in the hunt and looking threatening.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 3 minutes
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Pedro Neto makes a move down the right. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And here's Snyder.
Look, there has to be more.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there
Just
it
a
is.
quick
What
request,
struck
Lee.
you most?
เล็กขึ้นท็อปเลยลินโอ้คนนี้เหรอโถหรือว่าใคร เขาชื่อกี่เคยเจอหลายห้องไง
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game yet
and
to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And now the breakaway. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Azar. Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ambitious ball here. It's a ball kick. Alexander-Arnold. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
He's having a shot! Roberto Carlos. So what can they make of this? And he welcomes it in. And this is Drogba. He's found a great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Camavinga. That was good alertness. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Makalele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chelsea with the corner, there first. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Desai can clear it away.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Mbappe, Shevchenko, and he shoots! They score! The first significant strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Liverpool are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the man.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Zielinski. It's Camavinga. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Important interception. Drogba. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. He's onside. That's tidy. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely. Now, real chance! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Van Dijk. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And here's McAllister. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Zielinski. Alexander-Arnold. That's a really buccaneering run he's making.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Azar. And here's Shevchenko. That's the end of the first 45. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Desai does well to get it back. Azar, and the counter is on. It's played through for him. Snyder. It's Snyder! Hernandez. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. In with the challenge. Camavinga cuts it out. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Mbappe, he's through on goal here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well timed, excellent interception. Dani Olmo, Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
Cuts out the supply. Zielinski just eases him off the ball. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Alexander-Arnold. Zielinski. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Dani Olmo. Botman. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Shevchenko. Zielinski. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold. Zielinski gets a good foot in there. Schneider. Now it's Drogba. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Tries a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chelsea are looking to go forward now. And it's Iwobi. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chelsea will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's McAllister. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Mbappe! It's their second corner of the game. Good read, needed to be. That's put paid to the danger. Looking for options for movement. So no flag here.
Chelsea are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And here's Azar. Spread out to the left. Liverpool clearly now in lead preservation mode. Schneider. Neymar. Plays the return pass. Oh, well measured. Shevchenko. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
2 added minutes has
Passed their
been
way up the
indicated.
pitch. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good.
Shevchenko! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And time is up. Chelsea perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the player.
เติมก่อนใช่ไหม อ๋อเติมก่อนโอเคครับเอามาใหม่นะครับเอานะครับจุ๊หมดจะแล้วจะนอนบนท้องกันหรือว่าล้มอ่ะ
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolute.
It's Snyder! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Makaleli. He's got away. Out of play for a goal kick. Makaleli. Lam. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Malaysia clearly should...
He's in one-on-one. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Number 19, Pele!
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Makaleli. And it's Roberto Carlos. Makaleli. Makaleli was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Desai cuts out the pass. Iniesta makes a dash for it. Makaleli. And he can thump it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Pele. Now this could be a chance. And this is Beckham. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Makaleli produces the perfect tackle there. Can he latch on to this? And it's Snyder. Snyder going face-to-face with his great rival. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Roberto Carlos! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, we expected better, and so did he. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
He went for the corner. Chelsea are behind here despite their domination of possession. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Hazard. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Pele. And that pass just didn't quite work. approaching the half-hour mark. And the return pass. Now it's Drogba. Roberto Carlos stood up well to him there. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that's fabulous. Iniesta, that's going wide left. Here it is, crossed in. Hazard could move up a gear here. Hazard gets on his bike and on the move. And it's Makalele. That looks a cracking ball. And that is well cleared. Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Pele, and that could set him on his way. Mbappe, and he's got away from it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Schneider. Now it's Drogba. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now, can they get him away? Lam. Makalele. For Pedro Neto.
There will be one
Really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Looking for options for movement. Now that's well seen too. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Chelsea finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Away we go again.
Chelsea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Raul. Some intricate passing. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Raul really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Hazard. And here's Schneider. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, what? And it's come back out to him. Ended up in no man's land. Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. That's a good run down the left. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Ball comes in. Harrison gets it clear. Hazard not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those. It's Raul! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Makalele. Oh, such a clever touch. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep...
Roll! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Number 15, Iniesta.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on to replace him is number 20,
Mbappe getting this one clear. Malaysia have the chance to go the other way. Bale is looking to influence the game from out wide. Foot in. Now it's Mbappe.
There they go, hunting again.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution in progress.
Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Chelsea are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Can he get it through? Pinches it off him. Makaleli is the team's great visionary. Chelsea perhaps contemplating their next change here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Very nicely done.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Substitution for Malaysia. Number 17, Mbappe. Number 28, coming on the field.
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers
Mustafa
an apologetic look.
Number
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass,
Kuchu.
did he?
Now he's got space here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And it's Neymar. Threads one in.
Chelsea are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Malaysia. Number
So that's 2 now without
Beckham.
reply.
Well,
Coming
that's
on the
pretty much
field
sealed it
is
now, and surely,
number
Peter, we're not going to
18,
see any complacency after that.
Neymar, he has found the way through. Great chance! It's a goal! And what a climax we have here! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure
Added
now?
minutes
It's
have
going to
been
require
indicated.
some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Dahari tries to pass it through. Desai cuts it out. Neymar looking to play him in. Neymar gets into a good position. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's in! Must be! Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Czech did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Eto. Neymar. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it out wide. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bale is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bale. And here's Hazard.
Such good technique.
Hazard. Hazard stood his ground strongly. It's Hazard! And he nearly went all the way.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Oh, can he get onto this? It's Makalele. Drogba, and he's got the beating of his man. Still goalless. Eto'o. Van Basten. Desai can clear it away. Rudiger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Czech comes out and deals with it. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Shifted it to the flank. Eto'o. Makalele is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's Makalele. And here's Drogba. That looks a good ball through. Somewhat off target. And here's Neto. It's gone out for a throw-in. Approaching the half-hour mark. Yaya Toure.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He is through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Basten. Deftly away. Schneider. Ambitious ball here. Chips it through. He's cut it out. And that is well cleared. Chelsea couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Hazard. Hazard has been caught there, it's a foul. Makalele is the team's great visionary. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Neymar. That's been cut out, well played. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that's well seen too. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Hazard, he's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
And the ball's gone astray. Bale got a long way forward to join the attack. Bale spots it and intercepts. Moved on forwards. Now it's Schneider. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Just a quick request
Solid.
today for everybody
Very
to
solid,
please
actually,
kindly
Peter.
remove any
They
cars
haven't made much of
on
an
the road
impression at the
outside
other
the
end.
stadium.
But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So the action resumes.
Chelsea have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Lam cuts it out. Tries to play it through. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice interception, well timed. Pedro Neto. Here's Makalele. Tries to pass it through, and he's managed to get free. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's... Tries one from range! It's hit the crossbar. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. And he's gone looking for safe. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance to deliver. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Drogba. He's looking wide. No, that's been intercepted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Hazard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Eto aims beyond the defence. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Schneider. Ronald, there's the shot! Ronaldinho is flagged offside. Pepe. Searching pass he's played there. Ronaldinho. Great vision. Neymar gets into a good position. Out of play for a throw. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's definitely on towering header! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's been given away. Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, a horrible error,
minutes
and he has nowhere to
number
hide.
10.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
A case now. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Number 10, Neymar.
Looking for options for movement. Pepe can get it clear.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Nicely weighted ball. Pedro Neto wants to run onto this. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Chelsea are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Pull it. Knocks it into space. Looking for the run. And he's quick to get rid.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Schneider. Coming on the field is number 21, Stojkovic.
Pedro Neto threads one in. It's played through for him. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Stojkovic.
Added minute has been indicated.
Now it's Eto. Can he get it through? Played in by Eto. Now it's Raul. Now it's Pedro Neto. Makalele. He's shifting through the gears here. And that'll be the end of that. Chelsea cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Where it came, tries a shot! Well, there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Marseille with the corner, there first. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Deftly away. Schneider hops him off it and wins back the ball. And he cuts out the supply. And the pass is intercepted. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Counts! Come off the upright.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lam, that's headed upfield. Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. So what can they make of this? And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good spread. Park Ji-sung is the team's great visionary. Oh, well played, well played. Pepe. Makaleli pinches it off him. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Caceres. No way through. That pass isn't the best. Looking for a runner. Oh, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Park Ji-sung. Drogba does well to get it back. Nicely spread. Berbatov. Count in acres of space out wide.
This is the time you need that pace.
Not the most convincing of... Berbatov! It's bounced back off the post. Tries one from range. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Kukcu aims beyond the defence. Opts to play it back. Schneider. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. And it's Caceres. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Oh, nicely intercepted. That pass has been well intercepted. No joy this time. Drogba gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Figo, who is rarely short on confidence. Look at the space here. Towering header!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Berbatov is offering a right smile there.
5 minutes till the break. Pass somewhat off target. Schneider. Schneider. Oh, perfectly measured that. Good ball, good take. Can he finish? And they've got rid. Bale. Bout of passing here. It's Schneider! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often he'll find the net.
Lahm cuts out the pass. Pedro Neto. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
Chelsea really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
It's Figo. Looking for the run. And they're quick to get it back. Dani Olmo! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Dani Olmo can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Chelsea come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Now this could count! Glorious! A finish of true class! The first significant strike. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Kukçu. There's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration...
And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Park Ji-sung.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro
Time for
9.
a change in personnel.
À sa place,
Saka to come
le
on.
numéro
A
4.
change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
That has not gone well. And he's forced to go back. Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to...
It's roll! And that's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So could they be onto something here? Now it's Snyder. Now it's Raul. Oh, terrible pass. And he's worked it through. It's a threatening ball. There's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Makalele tries to clear. Knocks it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 18. Berbatov. Pour le
Great
remplacer,
vision.
le
Hazard.
numéro 7.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Marseille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Après
That's
84
expertly
minutes de
finished,
jeu,
and he's done that
le
so
numéro
often.
7. Changement en cours.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Marseille palpably stronger, better, superior. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Dani Olmo. Bale gets over and intercepts.
Il y aura 6
And
minutes
it's
de temps
Neymar.
additionnel.
Makalele. That's going wide left. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Saka. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's managed to get free. Makalele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's found a way through.
That's good play from him.
Pedro Neto.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Over to the right flank. And this is Raul. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off it.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Bale. The most accurate pass. Ronaldinho. Lahm proves too strong, too smart. And it's Snyder. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. This is Drogba. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell. Dembele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Makalele. Makalele charging. Tries one from range. It's bounced back off the post. Silvestre is there to clear. Makalele is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Snyder. Goes for the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Makalele. It's Roberto Carlos! That was mighty close. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Drogba. And the pass is intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
It's a searching pass. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Oh, he's onto this. And this is Drogba. Can he finish? It's in! And there is your opener. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Chelsea have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Dembele. And here's Drogba. He's a sharp little shoot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid restore parity. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. And here's Makalele. Drogba! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. That has been knocked clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. This ended up in no man's land. Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and
He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
he had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. Look at the space. And the finish! And he can thump it away. And this is Dembele. Pedro Neto is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Pepe. Lam.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Looking for options for movement. And this is... It's Drogba! Dumfries. Dunk. That's the end of the first 45. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Chelsea are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second half is up and running. Bale. Bale! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Chelsea different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Van der Sar claims it without any fuss.
Madrid clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bale. And here's Schneider. He's found a way through. Dembele. Driving forward. Could move up a gear here. Rice is onto this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chouameni, Rice, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's delightful. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Drogba. Chelsea still have the cards to affect this game. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Pepe. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bale kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great...
Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Chelsea have their second corner now. That's a throw. Chouameni. Rice. And here's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Schneider is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking to play him in. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
And he's forced to go back. And back to the keeper they go. Lam. Here's Makalele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Dembele. No joy this time. And he's there to belt it away. Dembele.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Dembele. Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's found a way past. And this is Neymar. And he's got the beating of his man. So much time and space here. It is a corner, good chance. So, third corner of the game. Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
Pedro Neto just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street. Chelsea nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Chelsea moments now away from seeing this one out. That's a sharp pass. Neymar gets flagged offside.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Dunk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And time is up. Chelsea can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional rollercoaster. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping.
Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And here's Hullet. Look at the space. He's having a shot! And he's done it! There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, that's a key interception. Raul, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Raul proves just a little bit too strong. Raul, that's tidy. And it's Lam. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Hullet. Makaleli. And this is Drogba! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Cross to the back post. Oh, good effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Now it's Hazard. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Just the keeper in and shot, surely! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Looking for options for movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borough United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now a Droll.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, played right into his path. Schneider. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rizal. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rizal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Cleared without hesitation. It's a throw-in. Makaleli clears without hesitation. Drogba is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rizal. There will be a throw-in. Delivers the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Real chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. He leaps for it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Mane. He's got away. And Hullet! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Borough United have their third corner. Pepe clears it away. Jenna. And this is Mane. Oh, that's fabulous. He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Roberto Carlos. Just past the 40th minute mark. Good read, needed to be. And he can thump it away. And he was quick to react. Well, that pass isn't the best. Drogba. Makaleli. Looking to play him in. Plays it in low. Jenna.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
2 added minutes has been
Desai.
indicated.
Bale picks it up out wide. There's a sharp little ball here.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
The referee says that is that for the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Would the owner of a blue car
Well,
parked
the
outside
pickings
stadium
certainly
gate
have been rich in
kindly
this
remove
first
it,
half.
as it is about to
They're
be
ahead,
thrown away.
Inter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field is number 14, Alexandre Pato.
Gets us going once more.
Chelsea can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Makaleli. Mane has the space to scheme. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Chelsea do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's found a way. There's the shot! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Chelsea really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Buriram United now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Tries to play it through. Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to it! Well, the ball's run loose here. Schneider.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, can he get onto this? Now, this could be a chance. Chelsea needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Chelsea do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Schneider gets a good foot in there. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass is just off target. He'll try from distance!
Great effort, but no way through.
Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. And that could well leave a mark.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Drama over the penalty spot.
Coming on to replace him is number 10, Neymar.
much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Shot could be on. And the finish! Schneider. That's really well manoeuvred. Long ball looking to counter. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. Colwill aims beyond the defence.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Pato. Rizal. And here's Pato. It's Schneider! So close to drawing level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Raul. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Batistuta. Oh, super find. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Raul. Pepe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Pepe gets the foot in and wins the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Pato. Rijkaard. Could move up a gear here. Desai calmly anticipates. Makalele. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Chelsea really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Ball's gone out of play. Takes a shot! That is decidedly lacking. With officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Roberto Carlos. And this is Batistuta. He has found the way through. And a chance! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
And time is up. Chelsea perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. boys, it's just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this player, Lee Kang-in, is someone I'll be watching out for, Peter. He's a wonderful crosser of the ball, very good in dead ball situations too, and he has that sweet left foot. But he has the intelligence to drop inside and play a number 10 role also, and he does most of the damage when he's allowed to occupy those little half spaces, especially against sides who drop that.
He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oita Trinita with the corner, there first. Rijkaard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found a way through. Some good persistent defending here. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Soboslai receives it in a good position here. Quarter of an hour played. Lee Kang-in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Azar. He's got away. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. Roberto Carlos. And here's Azar. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Doku.
That was lovely, that.
He has found a way through. That is a superb rearguard action. Ball is over the line. Pedro Neto. Not the most accurate part. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. So we're still where we started right now. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. Pedro Neto is in a really good position out wide. Casado. Half an hour played now. It's a pretty loose pass. Schneider. Here's Drogba. And it's Drogba. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is a great chance to take a lead. Soboslai! Lahm getting this one clear. Nelson Semedo. Bruno Fernandes. And he's gone searching crossfield. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has not gone well. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Aims beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bale. Now he's got space here. Spread neatly. He's had it taken off him. And he's gone backward here. Real chance! He scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had
There will be
a
1
wonderful
minute
view of
added
it.
time.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the
Bruno Fernandes! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score. And that is all they have time for. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
And now,
Well, it's been a
to all
decent game
members
so
of the
far,
crowd,
Peter,
I'd
although
like to ask
I
you
think
to join
in the next
me in
45
wishing
minutes
our
we
birthday
could do
boy
with
a
the ball
very
being moved
special
around quicker
birthday.
with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. It's out for a goal kick. Turns back here, probably the best option. DiMarco. Doku. No, he's not getting his way this time. Pedro Neto. And that's a throw-in. Tries to play it through. Doku is wide and looking to get onto this. That is lovely. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Semedo. Drogba is always scanning the pitch for targets. Desai. DiMarco. That's destined for the flank. And he's managed to get free. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. He'll try to keep this alive. Szoboszlai. Desai. Ball played for Rijkaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Pedro Neto going face-to-face with his great rival. Sneijder. It's Sneijder! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Nelson Semedo. Bruno Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. And it's Casado. Now Casado. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Bruno Fernandes. Casado. Szoboszlai. Lahm cuts out the pass. Pedro Neto. Oh, well measured. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Pedro Neto is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And this is Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba is offering a right smile there.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Oita Trinita clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. It's Makalele. Roberto Carlos. Desai. Here's Doku. Great vision. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Szoboszlai. Doku. Di Marco puts them all in. Distributed tidily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Casado. Looking for options. Likanin! Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So we have movement on both benches. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Coming on the field.
Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substitutions taking place.
Defending is unapologetic. It's Roberto Carlos! Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yeah. Spread it left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Schneider voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Please join
You
me
look back
in
on the game.